Whether it's a reactor meltdown or the unthinkable nuclear detonation, fallout is real, and your survival depends on how fast and how smart you act. Welcome back to Salt Creek Living. I'm John.
I'm Terry.
And today we're going to talk about decontamination of nuclear fallout. The first 5 minutes of exposure is important. So if you're outside when the event happens, you need to get inside as soon as you can. And
don't look at the flash.
Yeah, because then you won't be able to make it inside because you'll be blind. The first thing you need to do is take off your clothes, your outer clothes.
Don't demonstrate, please.
Yeah, I'm not going to demonstrate that because
there's not enough bleach in the world. We demonstrated.
Fallout is not rubber, it's more like glue. It sticks to you. So you want to shed your outer layer of clothes as fast as you can. Put them in a garbage bag, tie it off, put them outside.
I even saw a zip tie.
Or a zip tie, however you want it. You need to contain that. Put them outside. You want to take a shower, and not a hot shower. They say lukewarm, but it's more of a neutral temperature. So if you've ever had to bathe a baby and how you test the water so where you can't feel the water, that's the temperature you need. Hot water opens your pores, which will allow the radiation to infiltrate.
And don't scrub.
Yeah, don't scrub, just lots of water. They say water and lots of it. I watched a few videos from the hazmat videos that they do for the fire departments and various jurisdictions across the country, and they all say the same thing. They just basically make them stand there with their arms out and they just hose them down.
Water, water, water.
And then they have them strip out of their gear and then they hose them down again. Obviously, they're going to change their clothes after that. So that's the biggest thing.
Now, if you can't shower because of your circumstances, you can use wipes or that kind of thing. But again, don't scrub.
And it's more like
you want to wipe.
More baby wipes. That's where it's that kind of thing. But anything is better than nothing. But a shower, lots of water, that just to wash that away is what they recommend, the best thing to do that. Decon your body with water and lots of it. That's all you need. It's simple.
Conditioner, don't use.
No lotions, no condition, like in your hair or anything. Don't use any conditioner or anything because that'll help. That traps radioactive particles. Scrubbing will drive the radioactive particles into your skin. Don't forget your ears, nose, nails, hairline, that kind of thing. So it's basically just a very extensive, lots of water. The next thing people would be worried about is their food and water. So canned food, garden vegetables, that kind of stuff. We're going to go over that real quick. Sealed food. That's going to be your good stuff. Your canned food, anything that's in a sealed package, like vacuum sealed package. You should be able to just wipe down the outside. If it's sealed, you can put it underwater too.
Wipe it down. Don't the stuff off or shake it off because that's just
going to make it go everywhere. You want to wipe it down, so that's where a lot of the wipes come in. If it's vegetables or fruit and they have like potatoes or apples, personally I wouldn't use them. If anything that's outside you don't want to use, just period, okay? In your house, they say to wash it or wipe it, peel the skin and then cook it. Reduce the contamination. If there's anything in question, when in doubt, throw it out. So,
especially in this situation,
leafy greens, that kind of stuff.
You're not going to get those.
Don't even use it. Just throw them out. There's too many little crevices and that. I mean, if you've ever washed anything coming out of the garden, you know how hard it is to get all the bugs and dirt out of it. Just think of, radioactive particles that you can't see. So leafy greens, root vegetables, fallouts cling to every crevice. And so if it's outside during the blast, throw it out. Don't use it. Water. We went over this in the previous video. We built a Berkey style water filtration, DIY water filtration for Berkey style. That's what they recommend, is actually the Berkey style with the black filters to filter your water. Never drink surface water after a nuclear event. Ponds, rivers, or rain. Don't do it. Boiling water does not kill. It kills biologicals. It does not get rid of the radiation. So filter through a high quality radiological water filter, which is like a Berkey style with the black filter. That's what they recommend, is those. We have a DIY video that we did already to show you how to make your own for affordable price. If you can afford the Berkey style and you like that, get that, because that's what you would use in this situation. That'll get you through any situation because it will help with radioactive particles. There is potassium permanganate or special purifying tablets, but you only want to do that if you know what you're doing.
Which we did talk about in another video too.
Yeah, so pretty straightforward on the water. Set yourself up with a Berkey or make your own.
But storing water is key when it comes to this.
If you don't have a fallout rated filter, the best thing you can do is to store lots of bottled water from before the event. You want to have that in your storage. You don't want to run out afterwards because that's just dumb. You're not going to get anything anyways. But
you can't do the sky is falling, the sky is falling.
So if you don't have that and you prefer to drink bottled water or whatever, just make sure you have lots of it. You can put yourself together a little decon kit. We kind of did something similar. We showed some stuff in the first video of the playlist. Trash bags for your clothes, soap and wipes, mild soap, nothing major detergent, like just a mild soap. N95s or P100 masks, nitrile gloves or latex if you're whatever you prefer. The water filters that we just talked about, spray bottles that you can use and mix a little bit of bleach in there for cleaning up. That's not for decontamination, that's just for cleaning. And if you can afford it, a radiation meter.
Which there's the Geiger style and there's the dosimeters.
The dosimeter, I would get both if you can. They're not super expensive like they used to be.
But read reviews, because what we have found in our research is that the super cheap ones, you get what you pay for when it comes to the Geiger counters. Now, the difference between the Geiger and the dosimeter is Geiger is a live reading. It tells you what the readings are right now. The dosimeter is something that you carry like in your wallet or in your shirt pocket or whatever, and it gives you a cumulative amount. So it tells you not a live reading of what the levels are, but what you have been exposed to over time.
That's why we recommend both. Get one of those, and like she said, you get what you pay for. So read the reviews. We always read the negative reviews, but read the reviews. Make sure it's a good one, not some knockoff that's just super cheap. We're doing this playlist because when things go nuclear, you can't hit a reset button. There's no staple.
Respawn like in a game. It's one and done.
There's no Staples reset button or whatever that is, or easy button.
Easy button.
Yeah. But fallout doesn't mean your game is over. It just means you need to be prepared. You got to have knowledge and plan ahead. You can write it out if you are prepared enough. Just a little bit of knowledge, and it's really not that much from what we've read. It's really not that much more gear or more knowledge than what you're preparing for other things. You just got to be careful.
That was the thing I was surprised about when we started researching this, and noticed that other than like the Geiger, the dosimeter, some things like that, it was the same stuff that we were putting together for pandemic.
Yeah.
And biologicals. And I mean, we've all lived through that. We all know what was necessary then.
The biggest thing is make sure you have enough water to decontaminate yourself. That's not contaminated. If the water gets, city water or something gets shut off, you got to have enough water to really get yourself clean and decontaminated. That's the biggest thing that I would store, that make sure you have a ton of, because you never have too much water. So it was pretty quick. Like we said, we want to target these 5 to 6 minutes, easy episodes.
We want to make sure that these videos aren't from a place of fear. They're from a place of feeling peace because you're prepared. You know how to handle the situation, and you know that you have the supplies to do it. Yeah,
preparedness is not paranoia. And so we do this so you're ready. Just like a test, you study for a test. Yeah, so you don't want to, it's not to scare anyone or anything like that. It isn't fear, it's preparedness. And you just got to know how to decontaminate. I didn't know you could even do it. I figured we were just screwed. So anyways,
we're dead.
If you find value in our videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next week.